show picture up. I hope everybody's feeling good, feeling great. It is Friday, the best day of the week, and there's that's without a doubt. And so I hope you guys are, enjoying your day. It's going to be a hot day out here in LA. I don't know where you're at, but pretty much, stay warm. I mean, stay cool. Get your hydration in. If there's a pool or something like that, hop into that bad boy. Do what you got to do. All right, so you guys make sure to check out my article state on the state of the Lakers. I know that I always have a show segment called State of the Lakers as well too. But check out my article. I'm going to be doing a game by game analysis after the game, pretty much like a post game review of what occurred, breaking down the entire game and spots of the game of where pretty much people can go ahead and look into, and if they didn't watch the game the night before, they can get a good idea of what's going on with the game. And then I also throw in my 2 cents as well too at the end of the article. So you guys go check it out right now on 12ouncesportsradio.com. So you guys just go ahead and check that out on 12-ounce sports radio as well too. So you guys check that out there. I'm sharing it all day on my Twitter feed as well too, and on my Facebook. So if you guys see it there, just go ahead and press it and tell me what you think. I think it's a pretty good article, but all in all, this is a stat that I know Clipper fans are going to get really excited about. Last night, they wound up having a pretty good game. Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. They actually combined for 58 points, while LeBron and AD went ahead and combined for 50 points. So actually, the other big two actually did, do better last night. They scored 58 of the 101, while the Anthony Davis and LeBron scored 50 of the 103 for the Lakers. So you can see the big disparity in that. And just think about that. The Clippers only could score 43 points on their own. But the Lakers weren't better because they were only able to score 53 on their own. So, wow. So when you look at it at the end of the day, that's what the difference is in the game right there. So, hey, it is what it is. Hello, Miguel. How you doing today, buddy? So it is what it is. But let's get down to business. Let's go ahead and talk about what everybody's here for. And let's talk about that good sports betting. But if you need a book, you guys can go here to my bookie. Go ahead and put in the promo code POP, P-O-P, and you guys will receive up to $1,000 in the deposit bonus. But you have to deposit first, and make sure you do put in the promo code when their promo code is asked for, and we'll go from there, because pretty much I will go ahead and get my little points and everything like that. And this puts you in my little giveaway and everything for the merchandise that will be coming soon as well too. I know I've been talking about merchandise for months, but we are now in the stage now of getting things printed out and moving out as well too. You guys remember before, I did have some good merch with the put your money where your mouth is shirt, and with the movement is moving. So we got some new things on horizon, and you guys should really enjoy that. So let's go ahead and talk about the WNBA to start the show off today, and let's go ahead and get to it. All right, in our first game, we got the Liberty plus 5.5 right now. I think the Liberty they're not really good, but they are giving the Dream a bit too much props here. This is really like, this is seriously like, a little bit of what I would call an overbet. I think that, pretty much everybody has this idea that the Liberty aren't really that good of a team, and that's understandable. They haven't looked really good in their, so pretty much what I'm feeling and what I'm thinking here is that, this is a very even matchup in a sense, because you have to understand the Dream absolutely got crushed last time out against the Aces. The Aces beat them by 30 points, and today they're a 5-point favorite. Come on. And I know that the Liberty did not come close in their first two games, but the Liberty, you have to understand who the Liberty played against. The Liberty played against Seattle, and they played against the Dallas Wings. Both these teams are pretty good, because the Western Conference is a bit better than the Eastern Conference in total. They got 5 really tough teams in the West, and then in the East, it's different. They really match up pretty good. I think the only team that really sets themselves apart in the East is going to be the Mystics. And the Mystics are killing it right now. They're actually 3-0. They got a big dog win yesterday as well too. We had them on the +7 yesterday, so that worked out for us. We actually did. We didn't do as well as we should have. We missed 2 out of 3 there, but we did get that game right there as well. But we also got home the links yesterday with the clients on a money line +165. All right, so the Wings will be taking on the Fever, and you know the Fever did us righteous the other day. They covered the 3.5, and we had them on money line as well too, my clients, and they went ahead and they won. But today, I think the bounce back is, in my opinion, the Wings should be able to win this game today, but I don't know if they cover spread. I think they're going to make it a very close game. This winds up being a very close game, and I'm going to go ahead and take the -155, a money line. So let's see how it shakes out, and I really do like this. So let's see where we go with this one. Sorry, guys, we're having a little bit of murky, a little bit, with things that can be fixed. So that's why I'm kind of pausing a little bit, because it's, pausing itself. So what's the point of talking? Because then you don't want anybody to miss anything. And last but not least, our final game is probably the game of the day, the Aces and the Mercury. The Mercury are struggling right now. They're 0-2 coming into this game. The Aces are 1-1. And I think what happens here is that we're going to have ourselves a shootout here. I think the Aces are going to be up for it. And I know the Mercury each other. See how this game goes with these teams in the bubble right now, because they're arch rivals in the West right now. And, pretty much because the Aces do have one of the more younger, better teams in the league, while the Mercury have one of the older teams in the league who used to be dominant, but now have kind of, gone by the wayside. People are getting a little bit older on their team. A rebuild should be happening very soon. But all in all, I do like the over 173 because this matchup to me is dead even. So when I see it's dead even, I usually like to go with the over-under. So I'm going to go ahead with Mercury. Once again, that's the over. As you guys can see, the rundown one more time. +5.5 Liberty, Wings money line -155, over 173, and that's what it is. So we move on, and let's go ahead and talk about the M. This is gonna be one of those choppy shows right here, boy. I'm telling you, choppy. All right, so here we are, Magic Nets tonight. This one, the Magic are a 7-point favorite coming into this game. Very understandable for that situation as well too. The Nets are very short-handed. No Kyrie, no KD. So this literally works out to the point to where, hey, it's going to be one of those games tonight. And it's an over 212 spot. And last night we got two teams that were 220 or better. So tonight, when a team that's at 212, I think what happens here is this game is going to be loosely refereed, and it's going to be loose, but then it's going to tighten up. And I think what happens here is we'll get a lot of free throws in this that took place, and we'll just have to go from there. I'm going to take the over 212 here, and let's see how it shakes out. Over 212 Magic Nets. Now, we have a good one here, Grizzlies Blazers. This one is a very, very big matchup here. You have a team that in the Grizzlies that are leading literally 4 different teams by 3.5 games right now for that final playoff spot. The Blazers really have to win every game, or literally 6 out of 8 at least for them to get in here. And they got to hope that the Grizzlies drop like 6 out of 8 games to get in here. But it all starts tonight, and they are the favorite in this game as well too. A lot of people like what the Blazers are looking like right now because they did get back their big man as well too. And Carmelo Anthony is now in full bloom as well too. He's been working out a lot over the last 4 months to make sure he's in shape for this season. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and take the under 224 with the Grizzlies and the Blazers. I think that should be a defensive type of game, or it could wind up being a blowout, but I don't think that they go over 224 tonight. So that's what I'm going with, under 224, Grizzlies, Blazers. And then we got the Suns and the Wizards. And honestly, the Wizards have played very well against the Suns over the last few years, and I don't think that's going to change much just because they're playing in a neutral arena. I think the Wizards are going to be good enough tonight to really make this a game. They may not win, but they will cover the 7 here. So I'm taking a +7 on the Wizards. Let's see how it shakes out. And then you got the Bucks, the team with the best record in the NBA. I think this team is pretty pissed off from the way that they've been treated, going into this whole bubble situation. I thought that they could have been the highlight game, and they got a good matchup with the Celtics tonight that warranted that they could be the opening act for the restart, but they decided to go with Zion and the Pelicans against the Jazz. It was a good game, but we all know it was kind of boring at the same time too. You want to see the guys that are actually going to be the MVP this season. You want to see a team that has some of the best young talent in the NBA. This game makes too much sense, but it will be the game of the night tonight. So, all in all, I like the Bucks to win this one and run away with it. I think they're an angry team tonight, and I'm going to go ahead and take them with the -5. So, Giannis, go ahead and look real MVP worthy for me, okay? And with our NBA dog of the day, we're going to go ahead and rock out with the San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs have themselves a matchup that I think is very winnable for them. They're going against a Kings team that kind of snuck into this bubble situation, and they really don't have a good chance of making the playoffs. But I said that they could be your wild card to make it in this situation as well, too. So, pretty much I'm going to go ahead and take the Spurs with the +140. Let's see how it shakes out. But once again, Spurs, the dog of the day. Hopefully DeMar DeRozan gets us home, and that's all I'm asking for. That's all I'm asking for is a big day from DeMar DeRozan. I know we don't have LaMarcus Aldridge there, but you know what? We got Greg Popovich there, and he's not going to let his guys just go in there and be bummed. So let's go ahead and see how it goes. But Spurs, +140. Give me that money line, baby. I think that we'll be able to cash that out. We did get the dog of the day, the slim dog, yesterday with the Jazz as well, too. And we actually did sweep out for the bubble bets yesterday with getting the under in the Laker game as well, too. So we move on, and let's go ahead and jump into it. And the MLB, we better get it while it's hot right now because, man, oh, man, oh, man. This is really turning into a funny situation now with the MLB, and I truly do feel like what happens here is that we have ourselves a very short amount of time, somewhat, and I think that what happens here is that baseball might shut down, but you know what? At the end of the day, it's a man's sport in baseball. They kind of are all right with this. They understand that they have top end athletes that can actually come back from this disease that they feel is so fatal, but it's like literally like you don't have any 70-year-old baseball players out there. So, if they catch it, it's like this. Quarantine for a week or so. I start talking about it. They want to put me on poor connection. So let me go ahead and get to the game. This isn't a political show. This is all right. So these poor connections is killing me right now. It's heating up as well too. So they ain't doing me no favors. So pretty much here we are. We got a pick six that's actually lower than a lot of pick sixes that I've been putting out over the last week or so. We're gonna actually be 33-1 here with the pick six. We're gonna take the Yankees on the run line -1.5. They should really go ahead and really beat down the Red Sox tonight. The Red Sox aren't really a good team. They've got themselves a few good wins, but they were some upset win, you know what I mean, over the Mets. And then, it was the Orioles. They lost 2 out of 3 to them. So when you look at it, I don't really like where the Red Sox, where they kind of have both are out here going with their fifth pitcher. And I think what happens here really is that the Yankees will take advantage of that. And I think the Yankees go ahead and win this game by 2 or more runs. But really, I got the Yankees winning this by 3 or more runs. So you might want to play the 2.5 so then you can get some value here as well, too. Then we move on and we got a rematch between the Reds and the Tigers. This was the opening weekend matchup last weekend in Cincinnati. And the Tigers took that series 2 out of 3 games. I think the Reds got some revenge on their mind. I think they come in here to Detroit and they absolutely, come in here and take care of their business and get themselves a big win as a big favorite tonight as well too. They were at minus 150, but they jumped up to minus 180. So instead of taking them on the run line, I said, okay, you just got to bite the bullet because this is going to be in a parlay. But if you do want to single it as well too, you know that you playing with a high number tonight. So it is what it is. You want this ticket to cash out, but we all know how the game goes. You know that, right? So we'll see how it goes, but I'm going to go ahead and take the Reds money line minus 180. Then we got the under with the Mets and the Braves tonight, and I really do like this under. You got two really good pitchers on the mound for both teams. You got Newcomb, and then you got Porcello as well too. I think this winds up being somewhat of a pitcher's duel, and this winds up going under 10 because the Braves have been good on the unders the last few games as well too, except for those debacles in Tampa Bay that they had. All right, so we move on, and we got the over 9.5 with the White Sox and Royals, and this is commonplace. I think this is going to be a very, 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 very contrarian bet in a sense where you're going to have a lot of people put action on the over tonight, and I really do think that this is going to be a charity game for a lot of us. So I'm going to go ahead and take that over 9.5 with the White Sox and the Royals as well too. And then tonight I'm taking the Red Hot Rockies. Yes, I know that the Padres are playing some pretty good baseball, and they're right there in the race to win the West early. But honestly, the Rockies have looked good. This team has only lost one game, and they've been really, really, about their business, to be dead honest with you. And you got to respect it. You got to respect it big time too. So I'm gonna go ahead, take the Rockies. And the Rockies' money line is at 110 tonight. They're at Coors, opening home game for them as well, too. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it shakes out. There it is. Let's go ahead and take the Rockies, minus 110. And then we got the Giants with the plus 1.5 tonight. I know I've been picking on the Giants all week. They did get us a good win on on Wednesday night. But last night we had them on the dog pick 4 again. And they actually were tied for a moment there. They tied the game up 6-6 after being down 6-2. But then the Padres had a 6-run 10th that literally ended the game. So it is what it is. But we're going to take the Giants to make it close. They don't have to win. Just keep it close. And we're going to take the plus 1.5 with the minus 135. This will yield us a 33-1 parlay. It's still high value, even though it's not the same high value usually is, but it is 6 very winnable bets as well too. So single what you like, and we will go from there. All right, so then we have the dog day pick 4, the dog pick 4 up first. They owe me money last night. The Orioles found themselves up 6-5. And guess what happens? We got Aaron Judge, power hitter extraordinaire for the Yankees. He steps to the plate, and he lifts a 95-mile-per-hour fastball out of Camden Yards to give the Yankees an 8-6 lead with 2 outs left to go in the 9th inning. That was irony to the fullest. And then a 1-2-3 bottom of the 9th ends the game, and the Orioles lost all the value bettors money last night. But all the guys who had the 1.5 and the overs and all that good stuff, they loved every moment of that. So, as we always like to say, the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. It is what it is. So we got to move on. Orioles, you're automatic bet back. I think you're good in this spot today. I think that this actually works out pretty well for you guys, because they don't see you coming, and I know you're pretty pissed off from last night as well too. So I'm going to go ahead and take the plus 165 on the Orioles. And then we got the Pirates and the Cubs going at it today as well too. I like the Pirates to sneak into Wrigley and get themselves a win to start this weekend series off. So I'm going to be taking them with the plus 190. And then I got the Angels. That's my home team. That's one of my home teams that's a dog tonight. And I'm going to go ahead and take the Angels over the Astros. I think that the Astros are going to struggle now. I think that there were some things that were figured out with them, and they're just, I don't know, they're just not I feel like they're just not there. They've dropped their last 3 out of 4 games, and I think that a losing streak is about to continue for the Astros. This team is kind of lacking confidence this season, in my opinion. I think because they've had a lot of the issues that they've been having, and it's kind of affecting them here in the long run. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Angels tonight to get a big win. And after after losing 2 out of 3 to the Mariners, this is a good way to start off. This is a good way to start off the weekend as well too, because honestly, when you look at it, the Angels have, pretty much they split with the A's, lose 2 out of 3 to the Mariners, who are seen as the basement squad. So this is the actual series they've been waiting for, to really flex and see if they're gonna be in this race, and this is a very important series for them. So I think that they take it upon themselves to get the win for us tonight. So I'm gonna go ahead and take them with the plus 150, and then we got the Mariners. Y'all been good to me the last 2 nights, man. And actually, y'all been good to me the last 3 times I've thrown you guys into the dog pick 4 as well, too. So I'm going to do it again, because it's your opening home game tonight, and you're going against a actual division rival in the A's tonight. The A's have played pretty good baseball, but they are coming in with a 2-game losing streak as well, too. I think that the bats have kind of silenced a little bit. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and take the Mariners to get another upset tonight in this spot. And I love the plus 170. So let's see how it shakes out. Plus 170 on the Mariners tonight. And this is going to give us a hefty number right here as well, too. This is going to be a 51-1 ticket. So if you put $20 on this ticket right here, you'll be able to get yourself a $1,000. $1,000. $10 gets you $510. So come on, let's follow the money. And the pick 6 33-1 is also a good bet. You put up 20 on that bad boy, you get $660 back. And if you go ahead and put 30 on it, you get $990 back. And then if you add back into your 30, then you get your bando with that as well too. But even putting $10 on it is a nice deal, because you get $330 back if the ticket hits. So just know that these are high value tickets. You don't have to have a lot. You don't have to put a lot of money on them. But if you do have the disposable income to do that, I'm not stopping you. Be my guest. Be my guest. Be my guest. I'm telling you. I'm going over here getting the Disney tunes and everything now. Pop, come on, man. Get it together, brother. They only want to hear about sports. All right, so we move on. And let's go ahead and talk about a Del Mar racetrack today. Del Mar horse racing. And we got ourselves a pretty good group. In race 1, my best value horse is going to be a horse by the name of RDB Good. Right now, RDB Good is a 6-1 morning line. I do expect that number to drop. I think this horse goes off at 7-2, probably 3-1. And RDB Good should be right there in the thick of things in this group, because the horse is really has had its struggles, but he's much better. He's much better now. And so pretty much that's where we're going with this one. And I'm going to go ahead and take RDB Good. That's the 1 horse. And we're going to pair this horse with the 3, the 4, and the 5. Those are going to be our top horses in the race as well, too. And I think what happens here is that we could probably go ahead and hit the exacta, trifecta, superfecta. So you guys go ahead and box up the 1, 3, 4, 5. Exacta, tri, super. If you want to be a little cheaper, go ahead and key the 1 with the 3, 4, 5, and we'll go from there. But I really do like this bet. I think RDB Good is a good way to start the day off. And as I see, he's already been bet down to 5-1. So be ready. I think that he'll probably be catching the late action. So be ready for that as well, too. So we got a stakes race today on an 11 race card here at Del Mar. And here goes the stakes race right here. The Real Good Stakes. And in the Real Good Stakes, I'm gonna go with the horse that I got a picture with in the winner's circle. I don't bet against this horse. I got love for this horse. There's a lot of this horse is special to me. So I'm gonna go. I know I'm being a little bit of a homer, but the horse has some good odds on it today as well too. It's looking like it's one of the favorites for this race as well, and I think that this horse could actually best this field because it's been in 2 much tougher races than this stakes actually presents. and the horse's name is Rookie Mistake. And I'm going to go ahead and take Rookie Mistake and pair Rookie Mistake with the 2, the 4, and the 5. But I do like the 4 if you want to do an ice cold exacta. So that would be you putting the 1 with the 4 and just going from there. You could put a $5 spot on that one, but it has to finish 1-4. But you guys can box it up as well, 1, 2, 4, 5, and then you guys can key it 1, 2, 4, 5 as well too. So that's going to be our key horse, Rookie Mistake, who's coming out of a 4th place finish in a stakes race a few weeks back. So hopefully this horse will go ahead and do what he does, finish strong, come from the back and, be gone with the win, and hopefully gets himself a good win today as well too. And best of luck to my friend Doug O'Neill as well, and the ownership group Redham Racing for that horse. So let's go ahead and see how it shakes out. Let's get it going. Real good stakes, Rookie Mistake. All right, in the nightcap, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take a horse by the name of Diamond of Value. Diamond of Value is a really good horse, and we're gonna pair this horse with the 4, with the 3, the 4, the 6, and the 10. This is gonna be our super high 5. As I always tell you guys can go ahead and do this one. You guys can thank you, Miguel. Thank you so much, bro. Like that, I appreciate that a lot, man. So make sure that you see this, you share this, you do what you got to do. Let's keep this thing spreading. Let's keep this thing going, because all I'm here to do is make y'all some money, all right? I'm not here to talk about politics. I'm not here to give you my opinion on what's going on in the sports and COVID and all that other extra bullshit. We hear about that way too much on a daily basis. Let's just talk about good old sports and getting that money off of it. It's that simple. You can take your political talk somewhere else. When you with me, it's all about the game, baby. It's all about the game. All right, so number 11, race 11, nightcap. We're gonna go with the horse by and the name of Diamond of Value once again, and this horse is due, in my opinion. The horse has ran very well, and I think that it's time for this horse to get over today as well too. So I'm taking this horse to get us a good win, and it should be good. The horse is 6-1. Hopefully we can get the horse at 8-1, 9-1. But this is a tough race. There's a lot of good group. This is a tough group, and reason being is because this is gonna be actually a higher claiming race as well too. It's almost 20K. It's a 19K claiming race. So these horses have been pretty good in their career, but they're just dropping now to a lower claiming rank, and it is what it is. Some ownership groups have to get that barn tightened up, so they can't afford all the horses that they have there. So that's why they're in a claiming race. So pretty much this is a good race, and some of these horses are going to be going to new owners today as well too, which is pretty cool. And I really do like this group. So it's going to be 3, 4, 6, 8, 10. All right, and that's what you guys box up for the super high 5, and we go from there. All right, and then let's go ahead and talk about the pick 4 real quick. In the pick 4 in leg 1, we're all betting. So literally we have ourselves a de facto pick 3 to be exact. So I'm gonna go ahead in leg 2 and single Rookie Mistake there. I'm gonna go ahead and do that because you don't want to overplay the pick 4. So one, don't even worry about it, dog. I'm about to have the YouTube up as soon as I get done with this, okay? Because as soon as we get done here, this goes straight to YouTube, and then I'll go ahead and share it. I'll make sure to send it to you directly as well too, and then I'm gonna give little blurps on Twitter as well too, like I've been doing all week. So you guys just be on the lookout for that. I'll have that ready for you guys in a moment, okay? So just be patient with me. All right, so where were we at? Leg 3. Okay, in leg 3, we're going to spread it out a little bit more, and we're going to take the 4, 6, 9, 10, okay? And then also what we're going to do here in the nightcap, I'm going to go a little light in the nightcap. I'm only going to take 2 horses here. I think that the 6 and 8 both are ice cold finish. 1 and 2, you guys can go ahead and box them up 1 and 2, and put up 5, and it's only a $10 bet, and come back and be a nice little winner for you as well too. But 6, 8 at the end of the night, hopefully we get ourselves a shot to start off the pick 4, so then we can have ourselves some good money, because you know what, these two horses, if there's nothing but favorites, it's gonna wind up being a pretty low paid out ticket. So we'll see how it goes, but there it is. Late pick 4, races 8 through 11. I will have the racing card actually available today as well. I'll be tweeting it out all day on the Twitter and everything like that, but I will be sending it to my clients as well too. So I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's Friday, the best day of the week. I hope everybody, cashes out, has a big weekend, and continues, getting better, and just, living life, man. It's a real difficult situation for us, but it's getting better by the day. And so all you got to do is just stay positive and go from there, man. But it is what it is, man. This is the premier sports betting show hosted by the one and only Pop DiBiase, the primetime capper, and this is brought to you by Prime Wave Media Group. So you guys have a beautiful day. Enjoy yourself. Friday, the best day. Be on the lookout as well too. I got an interview with Mario Barrios on the Zoom, and then hopefully later on I'm gonna have my interview with Jeff Trepanier, USC legend and SoCal b-ball legend as well too. So you guys be on the lookout for that as well. So with that, I am gone.